it later. Fab. So we're going to start standing up, even though it is yin, which is quite passive. We're just going to move any energy from the body before we come down to the mat. So stand in the middle of your mat, or just with some space either side of you. Gently close down the eyelids and come to Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet together, knees locked, hands either side of the body, palms facing forward. Imagine you've got a big orange between your chin and your chest, so you're stood nice and tall. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. And as always, before we start to practice, just bring your attention to the present moment. Leaving the day behind. Gently notice how the breath feels today. See if you can notice the energy levels, physical energy levels through the body, and the mental energy, whether the mind is busy, whether it's in to-do mode. So gently bring the awareness to the breath. Acknowledging for the next hour. We're going to move with the breath. Hold the postures for a little bit longer than usual, so that we can gently slow down the mind, create some more space in the body and space in the mind, ready for a new week. And then option to keep the eyes closed, or if you want, you can just gently open your gaze halfway. And then we're just going to swing from left to right from the hips. So let the arms just kind of go where they want to. Don't move the arms intentionally. Just swing it from the hips left and right. Making sure we're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And then take it a little bit quicker. So really let the arms loose, like spaghetti. Feeling the energy rush down the arms as you swing left and right. Rid of any frustration, any irritability. And then gently slowing it down, nice and slow. Again, let the arms go where they go. And then gently back to center. Hold the arms either side, close down the eyes. Just bring your awareness to the energy in the arms. Maybe you feel some tingling. And then when you're ready again, keep the eyes closed if that feels right for you. Otherwise, you're going to gently blink the eyes open. Then we're going to swing the arms forward, up to the sky and back, make big circles. See if you can keep the body still while you do this and just really get deep into the shoulders. Let the arms be heavy. So the shoulders are moving, but you want your hands and your forearms to be a bit floppy. Then if it feels right for you, go a little bit quicker. See if you can feel that momentum in the shoulders and the arms. Remembering to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Taking it a little bit quicker if that feels right. If you feel any pinching on your shoulders, then just go a little bit slow. See if you can really wheel the arms round, starting to create some fire in the shoulders. Send the blood flow there so we can release any tension. And then when you're ready, slow it down. Let the arms slowly come back down either side. Close down the eyes. And again, just connecting with the energy of the arms. When you're ready, keep the eyes closed or soften the gaze. We're going to go forward. So arms come back and forward, making circles forward. So it might feel different one way to the other. I realised when I did this the other day that when I go forward, I've got a twitch in my mouth, which is a little bit strange. But just notice what feelings come up in the shoulders and the arms. Take it a little bit quicker. I can't wait to do practice face to face and I'll show you my twitch. Can you see it, Dad?
Yeah.
Can you see it? And I go forward, like my lip comes up like I'm Danny. You go.
Thank you, Mama.
Just being curious, the body. Now, for me, that probably tells me I've got a bit of tension in my left shoulder. It's all about anatomy. Take it a little bit quicker. Feel that energy in the shoulders. It's hard to talk with me twitch. And then gently slow down the circles and then gently bring the arms either side. I want you to bring your hands to prayer at heart center, close down the eyes, and just feel the energy in the arms. See if they feel different than the legs. It's just the heartbeat. Has that changed the rate of the heart at all? Notice the breath. And then when you're ready, blink the eyes open. I want you to inhale, reach your hands to the sky. On the exhale, we're going to fold forward and sweep the arms as far as you can towards the ground. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep them forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep forward. Inhale, reach up nice and tall. Exhale, really let the body fall and the arms fall. Inhale up. Exhale, sweep forward. Take it a little bit quicker if it feels right for you. If not, just keep it slow. Again, we're just trying to move through the energy before we come to the slower yin poses. Reach up, exhale down. One more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach down. Gently come back up. Hands come to prayer and down to heart center. And then I want you to put your feet about hip width distance. You can keep your hands at prayer at heart center, or you can place them on the hips, whatever feels right. And I want you to just come up onto your tiptoes and then forcefully push your heels down to the ground. So we're going to inhale up, exhale, really push your heels into the ground. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. So really try and feel the shake through the body as the heels come down into the ground. Imagine you're a tantrum child who's pushing the heels onto the ground, really forcefully. Inhale up, exhale down. Take it a bit quicker if you can. So maybe shaking out, really padding the heels into the ground. Hands can come either side if you want for a bit of a challenge. Really push the heels into the ground, feel them connect into the ground. Remember the breath in and out. One more, and then stop. Gently step the feet in to meet each other. Inhale, reach the hands above the head to prayer. Exhale, down to heart center. Inhale, bend the knees, reach up to the sky. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, you're going to swan dive and do a forward fold. And then we're going to come down to the mat. So whatever way is best for you. If you want to join me in a squat, then you can bring all the way onto your tiptoes. Bring your hands to prayer and see if you can lower your bum down to your heels. And then catch yourself with your hands as you come down to the mat. So we're going to come into a comfortable seated position. Just change the position so you can see me. So you can come cross-legged. So we're going to be on the floor for the remainder of the practice now. So just finding a comfortable seated position. Oh, hey, Jules.
Hey.
Hey. I'm just going to mute everyone, just in case you get any background noise. Background snoring, background breathing. So finding a comfortable position for you. So again, that can be legs out in front. No, just for you. So if you are sitting with your legs in easy pose or lotus with your legs crossed, then see if you can bring the flesh away from the bum cheeks so the pelvis is really connected to the floor. And then wherever you are, I want you to inhale your shoulders towards your ears and then exhale, roll them back down. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, down. On the inhale, bring your shoulders towards your ears. On the exhale, imagine that your shoulder blades are pulling together, so your chest should be shining towards the front. Inhale up. Exhale, pull them shoulder blades together. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Gently release the hands to the knees. We're going to place the palms facing down, so we're doing an even and yin practice today, so quite grounding. So when the palms are facing down, that's where the energy is going, so we're grounding ourselves for a nice calm evening of a Sunday. And then when you're ready, I want you to gently melt your left ear towards your left shoulder. So you can use your left hand here on your right ear and just kind of gently bring it over. Making sure your shoulders don't rise up, they'll automatically want to. Gently lower your shoulders away from your ears. Seeing if you can create a little bit more space with the breath. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, take that stretch a little bit further. Inhale, release that left arm, that's on the ear. And then gently roll your head forward so your chin is tucked to your chest. I want you to keep a nice space between your ears and your shoulders. Close down the eyes so the attention comes inwards. And then when you're ready, gently roll over to the right. So right ear, right shoulder. You can use the right hand here We're not trying to force it or yank it. We're just trying to use gravity to gently ease that neck over towards the right. So you should feel a stretch down the right side here. And then gently take that chin to the chest, gently come back up to center. So starting to connect with the breath before we come back down to the mat. So we do a lot of moving in yoga, but the idea of yoga is all about the breath. So we've not got the breath, we're not present in the practice. So I want you to place both hands on your belly. You can either place one hand on top of each other over your belly button, or you can frame the belly button and have your hands either side. I want you to pinch your shoulder blades together and let's drop our ears away from the shoulders. Sorry, shoulders away from the ears, even. So first of all, sit nice and tall. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Feel the belly rise, and then open the mouth and sigh it out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. I want you to inhale, really accentuate that inhale. And exhale. You're going to inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your mouth. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through the mouth. Really let the shoulders drop. Continuing with this 5 in, 5 out for a few rounds. On the inhale, I want you to really fill the belly with air as you count to 5 in your mind. As you exhale, let the shoulders drop, let the chest fall. Really extend that exhale. Close down the eyes so the attention is on the breath. Inhale that fresh energy for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, soften the chest, let it go through the mouth. Inhale, really feel the belly rise. So we're not trying to engage the abs here, we're trying to push the belly out, fill it with air. And then on the exhale, that's when the abs start to contract, to come in to push the air out. Inhale in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time we're going to inhale for 3, 2, 1. And then I want you to hold your breath. Really feel the chest and the stomach contract. And then exhale out. If your arms are getting a little bit achy, you can release them down to your knees, or if it feels comfortable, keep them on your stomach. Let's inhale for 3, 2, 1. Hold the top of your breath. Make sure your shoulders are nice and relaxed. Hold that breath. Feel the stillness of your chest and your stomach. Relax the forehead and exhale out. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Close down the eyes. Hold the breath. Drop the shoulders. Keep your attention on the breath. And exhale, release. One more. Inhale in. Fill the belly with air. Hold the top of your breath. Feel nice and strong. And gently exhale. Taking a couple of circles with the hips. Just forward and back. Really rotating the torso. Or maybe come into the side. Maybe use your shoulders. See if you can take a movement which feels a bit intuitive. We're going to come down to the mat for the rest of the practice. So take any, maybe you need to roll your shoulders. Just take a movement that feels a bit intuitive before we come to the yin asanas. I've not quite figured out how to say that yet. I'm used to the London way of saying it. Asanas. I think it's asanas is the London way. And then you're going to gently release your knees in front of you. Feet going to come to the ground. And to start with, I just want you to hug your knees into the ground, into the chest. Tuck your chin to your chest. If you can, let your forehead rest on the knees. And maybe make a little pillow with your hands. And just starting to feel the back of the neck as the head starts to become a little bit heavy. Connecting with the breath. Inhale in. Exhale out. One more. Inhale in. Exhale out. Gently bring the head back up. Gently releasing the legs in front of you. I'm going to come this way so you can see me. So have your blanket, your blocks, straps, whatever you've got, just have them close by, and you can kind of use them as and when you need to. You don't necessarily need to if you don't want to, but it'll just help us get a little bit further in the pose. So to start with this evening, you're going to straighten the right leg out to the side, and then you're going to have the left knee. You can either put the left sole of the foot into the inner of the right thigh, or you can have the right knee bent, if that works for you. Either way, the idea is that the right leg is nice and straight. And then I want you to hug that left knee in if the foot's in the mat. If your foot is, if your knee is bent up down in butterfly, then just hold onto the knee and sit nice and straight. And then gently move your torso so that you're over your right leg. You can use your cushions here to help. You're just going to prop them on top of the right leg. And we're just going to fold over that right leg and get a stretch in the back of the right thigh. So making sure that the chest is reaching towards the top of the right thigh. Make yourself a couple of props or cushions or pillows. The more cushions you've got, the more supported you'll feel. The more space you can create. The less tension in the body, less tension in the mind. So find what works for you. Really flex that right foot. And on the inhale, make sure that your spine's nice and long. And you should notice the back of the leg might get a little bit more of a deep stretch. And then on the exhale, lower down the chest towards the thigh. A little bit further. You can tuck your chin here. You can place your right cheek on the cushions, or maybe make a little pillow with your hands. So we're just going to hold this for a few breaths before we move to the other side. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out. And the next inhale, walk the hands back towards the hips. Bring the right leg in, straighten the left leg out this time. Change the cushions to the left leg again. Right foot can come on the inner of the left thigh into butterfly leg, or you can your right foot onto the mat, whatever feels better for you. It might be different on one side, but just listen to your body. And then prop the cushions on top of your left leg. Make sure that your chest is rotated. So we don't want to pull our back in any awkward positions. We want the torso to be rotated around the leg. You can even put your arms out so that they're nice and straight either side of the left leg. And then gently walk your chest a little bit closer towards the left leg. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Really flex that left foot. Close down the eyes and just connect with the breath. Make sure there's no tension in the neck, so tuck the chin to the chest or release the left cheek on the cushions, looking over to the right. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Even though this is yin practice, it's still quite challenging for the mind to sit in stillness. So use the breath, give yourself a focus point to bring your awareness. And then gently walk the hands back to the hips when you're ready. Releasing the legs in front, just give them a bit of a shake, maybe a bit of a slap from side to side. And then when you're ready, we're going to come down to the mat and we're going to make a little pillow for ourselves along our back. So we're going to come, so the legs are going to be on the ground, but you want to make yourself a bit of a slope, a bit like a sun lounger. So I would recommend, if you've got a block or a cushion, put more at the top so that it catches your head. And then if you've got a long pillow, prop that lengthwise so that when you lay back, imagine you're on a sun lounger. You want your head nice and high to the sun. And then you've got options with your legs here. So your legs can be out straight if that works for you, Or you can see if you can place the soles of the feet together and then gently walk yourself back so that your back is supported by the cushions. And I want us to get a bit of a release into the shoulders today. So making sure that your hips feel nice and comfy and you can just let your legs relax. I want you to inhale your arms towards the sky and then make sure the back is nice and supported by the cushions and then gently cactus the arms down to the ground. So it might feel quite nice to let the elbows touch the ground and then just release the hands wherever they fall. And we're just looking here to do the opposite of what we do most days. If we're on a laptop or our phone, reading a book, whatever it is that we're doing, our shoulders are always punched over forward. So really trying to see if you can open up your heart towards the sky. Close down the eyes if they're not already closed. And just acknowledge that this is quite a passive pose. The body is completely supported. Even though it's quite early on in the practice, I want us to really connect with this sensation that the yin practice is supportive. We're in the present moment. And we're cultivating the feeling that we can just completely let go of any tension, let go of any negativity. Let go of any stories that the head has made up. The mind can quite often make defensive stories up out of fear, worry. I can't cope with work this week. I don't want to get up in the morning. Can't be bothered making me lunch for work. Whatever negative story the mind has made up, just acknowledge that's all it is. Bring your attention back to the present moment. The sensation that the body is completely supported by the earth. The heart is open, the support of the cushions underneath the back. Shining the heart towards the sky. Opening up into the shoulders. Giving the back a chance to be supported for a change rather than walking around supporting us all day. You have an option here with your breath, so I want you to make sure that your exhale is longer than your inhale. If you can inhale for 3 and then exhale for 5. Find a pace that works for you, so you might just want to inhale for 1, exhale for 2. Maybe take it a little bit deeper, inhale for 5, exhale for 7. See if you can really fill the belly with air and make sure that the exhale is that little bit longer. Release the tension in the forehead. Everyone will be holding it. Release that jaw. As you focus on the inhale and exhale, notice the chest fall and rise. There's a particular part of the body that's struggling to relax. Maybe it's the mind, maybe it's the legs, wherever it is. Just really bring your focus there as if you're shining a torchlight on it. Look it square in the face. Just repeat to yourself silently in your mind. I'm completely present in the moment. Keep that mantra silent in your head. Because the body is 1,000,000 stone heavy, completely supported by the earth. Enjoy this pose for another minute. So just connecting with your own breath. Let the body be heavy. Make sure the exhale is longer than your inhale. If you give yourself the chance to stop in a world that's so busy, notice how much space we can create if we just pause, breathe. Continuing to feel that inhale in, exhale. On the inhale, we're taking in fresh energy. And the exhale, the body is softening. The mind is softening. Create a little bit more space as we come towards the end of this pose. And when you're ready, keeping the body where it is, I want you to inhale the hands towards the sky. See if you can really drop the shoulders into the ground. So hands are up, reaching up, but the shoulders are sinking deep into the ground. So really getting the shoulder blades pinched together. And then on the inhale, straighten your arms out like a T towards the ground. And the exhale, bring them back to prayer with your face. Inhale, open the chest out. Exhale, hands come together. Inhale, arms to the ground. Exhale, hands to prayer. Let's take this really slow. Inhale, out and down. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, back up. 3, 2, 1. Inhale out. 3, 2, 1. Really shine that chest towards the sky. Exhale, back up. Nice and slow. Inhale out. Exhale back. Taking a couple more at your own pace. Feel your pace. Feel the breath. Feel what the body wants. Just listen to the body and it'll tell you exactly what it needs. And then after your next exhale, I want you to bring your hands to your stomach. Let's take a really big breath through the nose for the count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your mouth, stick your tongue out, and exhale out. Inhale in. Open your mouth, stick your tongue out, sigh it out. One more. Inhale in, fresh energy. Fill the belly up a little bit more. Open your mouth, really get the dregs of that air out from the stomach and sigh it out. One more for good luck. Inhale in. Exhale out. Gently bring the knees together. Just gently waking the hips up by swaying the knees left to right. And then you're going to use your hands to really push yourself up, making sure you don't take any sudden movements. Gently come back up to seated. Move the cushions out the way for now. We are going to actually come back down onto our back, so if you'd rather just shuffle the cushions away, can do. You really? We're going to come to lay on our backs, but without a cushion behind us. We don't want to mess too much with the neck placement in the next pose. So we're going to come to a couple of twists. So twists in yoga are really focusing on like the liver, the kidneys, the detox effect. But also as well focusing on the hips, which is somewhere where we hold a lot of emotion, negative tension. So making sure that your back is completely connected to the ground. Again, try not to put a cushion under your head just so that we don't put any pressure on the vagus nerve, which runs down the back of the neck. We want the back completely melted into the ground. See if you can walk your hips up so that your lower back is connected to the ground as well. And then to start with, we're just going to bring our awareness back to the hips and the knees and the legs and the the feet. So you're going to straighten your right leg to the sky and then just take some circles with that ankle. Really feel into the ankle joint and then change the direction. Ow, oh, I just got like cramp or something in my foot. So really feeling into the ankle. Change direction again. See if you can go a little bit slower. The slower you go, the more you'll feel. And then when you're ready, just straighten that right leg into the sky. See if you can really flex the foot. Hold that and see if you can really get a deep stretch in the right leg. Continue to breathe in and then breathe out. Gently release that right foot to the ground. This time the left foot goes up to the sky. Take some circles with that left ankle this time. Nice and slow. Close the eyes if they've opened. Remembering the inhale in and then extended exhale out. Change the direction of the ankle. And then when you're ready, gently placing that left foot back down to the ground. So now that the legs have got a little bit of heat in them, we're going to place the right ankle on the left knee. So bend your right leg. Right knee comes out to the side. Left ankle, wherever it can comfortably go, onto the left knee. Option with your arms. So again, it is yin, so we can use our cushions for our arms. Maybe place a cushion under each armpit, which could be quite nice. And place your hands out like a T so that the arms are completely supported. Just make sure that the cushion isn't under the back of the neck because we want the neck to be nice and straight in alignment. And then keeping the legs where they are if that feels enough for you. If you want to take it a little bit further, you're going to take a deep breath in. And then on the exhale, melt them legs over to the left. So the right foot is going to come to the ground or as close as it can. So the left leg is on the floor as close as it can, and the right leg in the same direction. Closing down the eyes and seeing if you can come to a place where both hips are heavy into the ground. Finding a place that works for you. I'm just going to do a couple of adjustments while I've got real life yogis. Yeah, that's what it's meant. So connecting back with the breath. Seeing if you can just let the legs fall over to the left side. So depending what's happening with your hips or your glutes, you probably feel this stretch down the right side of the bum cheek to the right hip. You might feel it in the front of the hip. You've got a bit of an impingement. You can look over to the right and just take the twist in the opposite direction with the head. So I want us to really bring our awareness to what we're doing here. We're twisting the body out, trying to bring out any of the toxins, any of the negativity, any of that natural energy that will inevitably build up over time. I'm just trying to twist it out of the body so that we can come back to the nice, natural, genuine energy in all of us. So we're letting the legs fall to the left. Really getting deep into them hip joints. And the arms out like a T. We're also getting a nice relax in the shoulder blades into the ground. Making sure the forehead is nice and relaxed. Remembering to extend your exhale slightly longer than the inhale. If the mind is wandering or maybe a bit agitated or wants to know what we're doing next, extend your inhale further. The breath is like the switch to tell the mind to slow down. The deeper we inhale, the more present we'll be. See if you can create a little bit more space with this twist for the last few moments. Letting the knees fall a little bit further on the exhale. And then when you're ready, Nice and gently bring the legs back to center. Put your knees into your chest and really squeeze your knees towards your chest as much as you can. And then rock from side to side, giving the kidneys and the adrenal glands a nice massage. Sending some fresh blood there. Gently bring the feet back down to the mat. This time the left leg's going to come to the right knee. Again, just finding what works for you. Hands can come out like a T. If that doesn't feel comfortable, your hands can come either side, or you can even place them above your head, whatever feels right. Just see if you can maybe make sure that you've got a nice open shoulders when you're doing this pose. So on the inhale, make sure the hips are nice and heavy on the ground. On the exhale, let the feet fall over to the right. So the left foot's going to come to the floor or as close as it can do. It doesn't come all the way over. So on this side for me, my foot's a little bit off the ground. I'm just going to use a cushion to catch my left foot. Notice what's different, which side is different for you. It's natural that everyone's got a different side. And then see if you can really let the legs fall over to the right and let the gaze come over the left shoulder. So head falls over to the left, legs to the right. Notice what muscles in the legs are wanting to work here so that they can keep the legs upright. So the hips, the pelvis, the glutes, the thigh, the quads, the knee. All them millions of muscles and nerves, fibers. Just bring your awareness to them and just really let them soften with the exhale. Deeply inhale, 4. Exhale for 6. That pace works for you. Continue with that breath. Really, honestly, just find a pace that works for you. Got to connect to the breath. Foundation to the practice. All the good stuff is. Really letting the legs fall over to the right. Bring your awareness to the fact this is a twist, so all the internal organs around the stomach, digestive system getting a nice twist. Really use the exhale to go a little bit deeper. One last deep, big, oh, tried to say too many words then together. Big, deep breath in. And then on the exhale, bring your legs back out. Hold the knees together, rock them from side to side. And then hooking your hands behind the back of your knees. I want you to really pull your knees towards your chest as much as you can. We're going to come into happy baby. So if you know happy baby, feel free to go straight into it. If not, I'll give you a couple of options. So option number 1 is you're going to place your hands on your knees and you're going to really bring your knees towards your armpits. So really pull your knees so your knees aren't together, your knees are coming out slightly. Bring your knees and pull them towards your armpits as much as you can. If that's enough for you, stay there. Otherwise, you're going to straighten your feet towards the sky. If you need to stay there, you can do. Otherwise, you can reach up, grab the back of your calf. That's an option as well. Or if it's available to you, you can grab your peace fingers around your big toe, or grab the inner or the outer of the foot. So in happy baby, we're trying to pull the knees towards the earth. Imagine you're trying to pull your knees towards your armpits. Make sure the head isn't pulled off the ground. Really sink the shoulder blades into the ground. Making sure the pelvis is nice and heavy into the ground. Really connecting the top of the thigh as close as you can towards the chest. Close down the eyes and remember to breathe. If you feel stable enough, you can gently rock from side to side. really getting a bit of a deeper massage of the internal organs, and also testing our balance a little bit. Remembering to breathe in and breathe out. A few more rocks. You go a little bit further with the rocks left and right. And then when you're ready, gently release the hands. See if you can keep the feet where they are for a second. Really let them be heavy. And then gently lower the feet back down to the ground. Take the feet wide, so about mat width distance, and let the knees fall into center line. Hands can come either side of the bum, palms facing down so that we're receiving that grounding energy. Close down the eyes and just really let the hips have an internal rotation. So again, yin is a very inward journey. So we're going into the mind, into the body, into the soul. Removing all the distractions of the modern world. Just feeling deep into the sensations, deep into the breath. Creating a meditative state for us to leave any negativity behind and prepare ourselves for a new week. Just gently remind yourself why you came to practice tonight. What made you step on the mat? What is your intention? What is your passion? What really ignites your fire in your belly? Always keep that in mind when you're doing yoga. Whatever part of your journey you're on. Being true to yourself. And then when you're ready, you can do the next pose on your back. If you've got any problems laying on your stomach, then you can do it laying on your back. Otherwise, I want you to rock forward and back, and then you're going to come up to seated and then come back down to the mat, but laying on your stomach. So setting yourself up with your cushions nearby, you might need them for this. We're going to come laying on our stomach. And for now, I just want you to lay in a complete straight line with your right cheek into the mat. So laying down onto the mat, we're just going to do the opposite side, obviously, so we've got the front and the back of the body. Muscles are continually working all day, every day. We've also got different energy lines. So the front of the body can quite often get forgotten. So I really just want you to connect in with the ground. Hands can come either side of the body. Make sure the palms are facing down. And just really connect into the ground. If you're doing this on your back, then just laying down on your back. And see if you can cactus your arms the same way. I'll come and show you in a second. Close down the eyes. And if your arms feel comfortable in cactus, then I want you to walk your hands slightly away from the body. So you're in a two nice L's either side of the body. And then we're going to work on our left and right side. So before we start, I want you to just really connect with the body. And imagine that your body is like a dead weight into the ground. Feel your heartbeat into the chest in the ground. Feel the belly as it pushes up and pushes you away from the ground in the earth. And then when you're ready, I want you to keep your body exactly where it is, but just see if you can slide your left knee towards your left elbow. So your foot is going to be on the ground. And imagine you're stuck to the ground, but your left knee is just going to bend and it's going to come up towards your elbow. If you want a double twist, you can place your left cheek in the mat. So the neck twist to the left, but be really careful with that and just take it slow. Close down the eyes and just see if you can really connect the left leg to the ground. Continuing to use the breath as we hold this pose.
Yeah.
Continuing to breathe in and out. Seeing if you can really let the left hip be heavy into the mat. See if you can bring that left knee a little bit closer towards the elbow. The body will create space the deeper we breathe. So you'll notice the more you breathe, the more we move the body, the more we'll open space. Especially as an even practice because the body's been moving all day. And then when you're ready, very gently straighten that left leg. And then we're going to do the other same on the opposite side. So you can place your left cheek into the mat for the first version. If you want to extend it a little bit, you can place your right cheek into the mat as you bend your right knee and slide it along the ground towards your right elbow. So see if you can keep your arm where it is. Try not to take your arm to your knee to meet it. Kind of defeats the object. The idea is that we want the right knee and the right hip to be nice and open. Inhale in deeply. Exhale out and just really let the heart feel as if it's connected to the ground. Let that right hip go. The hips will hold negative emotions, subconsciously or consciously. As we sit with this pose and breathe deeply, just feel any negativity sliding away. We don't want it to go away. Continuing to breathe in and out. After your next exhale, see if you can bring that right knee a little bit higher. Really get deep into that right hip, the groin, the hip flexor. Such an important part of the body. If the mind's starting to wander here, then bring it back to the breath. Let's inhale together for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find your pace for a deep breath in and out. And then after your next exhale, I want you to gently straighten that right leg. If you're feeling really relaxed laying on the ground on your front and that feels particularly right for you, you can do the Shavasana relaxation on the front. That's really restorative. Otherwise, you can gently just roll yourself over onto your back. Setting up for Shavasana, make sure that you're nice and
Anna? Anna, you're muted.
Why would I mute myself? Thank you.
All right, I lost connection. Then when I came back on, you were muted.
The Wi-Fi went.
Ah,
Thank you. Right, I'm not muted now, so you should be able to hear me. Hopefully the Zen vibes went over anyway. I was just saying, in Shavasana, hopefully you're all nice and relaxed anyway. You don't even need my guidance for Shavasana because the one everybody loves and everybody can do. But I'm just going to talk you through a deep breath exercise to prepare you for relaxation. So laying on your back or the front if that's better for you. Making sure the palms are face down this evening so that we're ready to receive the energy from the ground. Close down the eyes, soften the eyelids, soften the forehead. And we're going to work with the retention of the breath. So I want you to take a deep breath in for the count of 3. Hold at the top of your breath for the count of 3. And then exhale, release. Inhale in for 3. Hold at the top of your breath for 3. Exhale, release. Inhale in for 3. Hold at the top of your breath and make sure the chest is nice and soft. Forehead is soft. Exhale, release. Inhale in for 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. This time going a little bit deeper. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. You're going to hold the breath. 5, 4, 3, 2. And then I want you to sip a little bit more air through that nose. And then exhale, release. Doing that one more time. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold at the top of your breath. And then sip a little bit more air in through the nose. Exhale, release. Let go of the awareness of the breath. Let the body return to breathing as normal. Bring your attention to the body. The weight of the body into the ground. Temperature of the skin. The rate of the heart beating in the chest. Just acknowledging all the movements that we've done in tonight's practice. Aligning the body, aligning the mind. Releasing any tension. Especially at the present time when there's a lot of tension, external, things that we can't control. Just let all of that melt away as you bring your awareness to the body in the present moment. Silently repeat the mantra in your mind. I give myself permission to stop, relax, and restore. I give myself permission to stop, relax, and restore. Let the body be heavy. Bringing your awareness to the power of Shavasana, pose where the practice leads up to, so we can really let the body rest and restore. And giving yourself praise for being able to sit in silence, sit with the thoughts that pop up. I'm just going to read a quote from Iyengar's book to really bring our awareness to the power of Shavasana. Shavasana is about shedding in the same way that I earlier mentioned the snake sloughing off its skin to emerge glossy and replenished. We have many skins, sheaths, thoughts, prejudice, preconceptions, ideas, memories, and projects for the future. Shavasana is the shedding of all these skins. Then we can see how glossy, gorgeous, serene, and aware is the beautiful rainbow-coloured snake who lies within each one of us. During the last few moments of Shavasana, start to lengthen the inhale, lengthen the exhale. Start to really fill the belly with air and exhale out. Gently rock your head over to the left and let the head really fall over. Gently rock your head over to the right. Start to wiggle the fingers and toes. Roll over onto your right side and then just curl up into a little ball. See if you can keep the eyes closed. And then see if you can keep your eyes closed as you push yourself up to a seated position. Coming together to finish the practice. Hands are going to come to your knees, palms facing down. I want you to very gently start to do some circles at the hips going forward and round. Just start to gently bring the awareness back into the room, back into the body. And then gently change direction. Gently come to a neutral point. So feel as if from the top of your head to the base of the spine is one nice long line. Feeling as if the head's been pulled up to the sky, yet the spine's been pulled down to the earth. Gently close down the eyes. Bring your awareness to any intention that you had at the start of class. Any feeling you wanted to shake off. Any aches or pains you wanted to heal. Maybe preparing for something this week. Notice how the body feels compared to an hour ago. Give yourself a pat on the back for spending time on a Sunday evening to stop, pause and restore. Gently sweeping your hands above you, really gather all that energy you've just created and then bring it down to your heart space. And again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Keep your hands at heart prayer center. Really push your thumb into your index finger. Showing gratitude to yourself, each other, and the practice. The light in the seas acknowledges the light in you. Bringing your hands to your third eye for a week of kind thoughts. Hands to your lips for a week of kind words. Hands to your heart. May you and your family stay healthy and happy. Bow into the practice and to each other. Namaste.
Namaste, Anna.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Sorry about the loss of internet connection, but it was a good time. It was Shavasana, so you should have all been relaxed anyway.
I didn't even realise.
Thank you.
Spray people with it, but it didn't really work. Have a good week, everyone.
Yeah, you too, Anna.
You too.
Thanks, Anna.
See you later.
See you at the quiz.
Yeah, see you at the quiz, Jules.
Thank you very much.
Namaste.
Yeah.
She's going.
Yeah, I popped up to see Evie to give her a birthday present, so it was a bit late.